Alright, so if you have a white gel pen around the house, you can go ahead and add some little artistic flair to the sides of the cone that gives it a little bit of dimension as well. The demonstrator that I did this with had a white gel pen around, and she added a little bit around each of the cones. Just kind of makes it look, I don't know, like it's a real ice cream cone. You don't have to do that, but it adds a little bit to the card. Also, on the card that I emailed to you, there were polka dots, like little sprinkles on top of the ice cream cone. Now you have the blender pen that you used for we used on our last card. All you have to do is open that chocolate chip up. And you can go ahead and use it right directly on the stamp pad, and grab some of that chocolate chip color, and then go ahead and make your own little sprinkles on top. Wherever you'd like them. It kind of makes it look like a real ice cream cone. Another good use for the blender pen, it kind of gives you whatever ink pad you have the same marker color. So I'd like to get rid of that brown off of my blender pen tip, so I'm just going to run it out like I told you in the last tutorial, and now it's clear and ready to go for the next color I'd like to add to it. Alright, so all we have left to do to this card is add our sentiment, which is Happy Day to You. And that I put on, it fit on my size C clear block. And I've centered it and made sure it's going to stay, it's not going to fall off. And I will get my chocolate chip ink pad out, ink it up a little bit. And in order to stamp this, I'm actually going to open the card up, face it down, and I'm putting the sentiment on the flap on the right hand side on the bottom. So when you open the card, it's going to say Happy Day to You here. But to do it, I just want to get this front out of the way, and straight down and straight up, and it's Happy Day to You. Now, if you want to make this card a gift card holder, all you'd have to do would be to either put two brads here or staple the edge of this side and this side. And I'll show you this. This is the one I originally made, and it gives it a pocket. So this one was stapled on each side, and there's a pocket right here that you can insert your gift card or money or whatever little gift you'd want to send to somebody in the mail. Our card, you can leave this way to be a trifold card, and then you can have all the space to write to somebody, or again just staple both edges here, and this makes a pocket for a gift card holder. So there we go. There's our happy birthday ice cream cone card, and fairly simple to do. It might be a little tedious doing 4 of them, but if you do them one at a time, they go together pretty easily. So I hope you enjoy. Have a good night. Bye bye. Okay, back again, and we are going to work on the Happy Day to You cone. I guess I called it the birthday cone card. First, you'll take out all the pieces that you need. You need 1 piece of the pink cardstock, 1 piece of white, 1 piece of brown, 1 cone, and 1 of each of the colors of the cone top, 1 of the cherries, and 1 piece of the striped designer series cardstock papers, and the ribbon. And I guess straight off you can go ahead and measure the ribbon. I gave you enough for all 4 cards all together. I gave you a little bit extra on the edge or on the end of it, so you can go ahead and cut that to your liking. It's just going to be right to the edge of the designer series paper. So go ahead and find the edge of that and make your cut where you'd like it to be. Let's see. It's going to be tricky for me now. Okay, I'll make my cut straight across. And put the rest aside for your other cards. Okay. Now go ahead and take your pink cardstock and fold it over. You want, there's a shorter piece right here like this, and then there's a longer piece. You want the longer edge to fold over the top. So go ahead and find those edges and smooth it down. Make a crisp edge so that all the edges align. I noticed with one of my pieces that I cut out, it wasn't perfect on the edge. If you are having trouble and I didn't cut yours perfectly, go ahead and let me know, and I'll send you some new pink cardstock that is cut better. I was doing it late at night, so I apologize. I noticed mine was off. Alright, so go ahead and fold this over. You want to first adhere your designer series paper to the very top fold, the outer top fold. So, and you want the stripes, not the bird cages. Every designer series paper is double-sided, so you can use, on your designs, you're able to choose which kind of, or which designer series paper you'd like. But for this card, we want the stripes. Now notice I didn't adhere it exactly to the bottom edge there, because my brown polka dot scallop ribbon is going to cover it up, and I like that to show higher, so I just left some space at the bottom. It's not a big deal. You can do it exactly on the edge. It just depends on how much of the stripes you'd like showing. Alright, next I'm going to adhere my ribbon. Go ahead and turn it over and use your snail adhesive or whatever type of adhesive you have, and you can just run that right along. I shouldn't do it over the card, I guess. Run it right along the ribbon, all the way to the edge if you can. Alright, and then place it on the card. It's kind of forgiving at the beginning, but it is permanent, so you kind of want to make sure you have it where you want it before you press it firmly. Alright, so I want it right there. And then I'll press it firmly all the way across. And if you'd like, you can trim up the edges. My edges are a little bit, well, they need a little trimming. So you can go ahead and trim that right up, make it look a little bit neater. Okay, next we want to take our dark brown, and for this you want it to adhere it over the stripes in the center, and you want it to be over the top of the card like that. The finished product, the cone kind of stands up over the card. Now if you take your envelope, you're going to insert it in the envelope this way, so you don't want this to be any larger than 4 1/4 inches. So I would either take a ruler and measure that out, or just go ahead and, before you adhere it, get your envelope ready and just try to slide it in. This, you just want to adhere, don't even have to turn it over yet. You can just use it right on top of the card there and put the adhesive where you want it, where you think it's going to be ending up on the back side. So you turn it over and center it where you'd like it before you put it, before you push it down firmly. Okay, there you go. Now you take your white piece of cardstock, same thing, put your adhesive on all 4 sides, a little in the middle if you'd like, and I center the white cardstock right in the brown. This is about 1/8 of an inch reveal of brown around the white. Okay, and now you just kind of layer it all on there. You place this cone base right there in the center, and then, oops, forgiving. Luckily it's forgiving at the beginning. All right, and then go ahead and play around with the colors here with your ice cream cone colors, however you'd like it. These are going to be adhered with to each other just with plain snail adhesive, but on the back side of it, it's going to be bumped up with dimensionals. This has dimension to it, so I like it with blue, pink, and green like that. But you could mix and match it however you'd like. Maybe you would like the blue on top. Whatever colors suits your fancy. So, and I'll do it this way. And I just put a little bit of adhesive on the top of each cone, or each of the ice cream scoops, I guess you would say. And it's kind of not 100% straight. This is kind of topsy-turvy, and it's supposed to be that way, just to give it a little look of a real ice cream cone. Alright, so then put your adhesive to the top there. And I'm placing mine a little bit more topsy-turvy, just for fun. There we go. And now I'll place a couple of dimensionals on the back side of this. Maybe one on the bottom. Oops. On the bottom there. Maybe one on the bottom and maybe one on the top. Okay. Turn it over. Place it there, right there on your card. In the middle. Great. Now, you'll also notice in your cellophane package, I added a few mini glue dots. I didn't label them, but it's on a strip of clear plastic, or not clear, white plastic. And you'll probably notice that there are sticky dots on the inside of that when you open it up. So, this is what I used in your package. I just opened it, I just kind of opened one of these up and gave you each like 15 sticky glue dots. And that's how I adhered my cherry on top. All you have to do is you take whatever you'd like to adhere, and this works really well for all of you that were doing the butterflies, the Wonderful Butterfly card. These are perfect for the butterflies, and I should have given you these earlier. I'm sorry I didn't. So all you do is you place your butterfly, or in this case the cherry, right on top of that sticky glue dot. I don't know if you can see it on this video, but see there's a round dot every inch or so, and it's sticky. You'll see. All right, and then you just peel it off together. Since it's on this plastic, it should peel right off. So on the back of this cherry, I have a sticky glue dot, and then I can go ahead and just place this cherry on the top, and it's got that sticky glue dot adhesive right on the back of it. Okay, now see what else